無料空所
It's a lot to unpack here.
Too much.
So they explain that Sukuna did take a finger. But they also use another finger of Itadori's to use in Yuta's domain so he can copy Sukuna's technique. Then they realize, yo, it's not gonna be strong enough to like hold this finger. So we can hold it with a binding vow that keeps it up, basically. Because of course binding vows break the rules of Jujutsu. And the finger was too strong to be held up by Jujutsu. So they hold the finger up with the binding vow. And I'm guessing Noabara used, I guess, the finger to apply resonance to Sukuna. So now she has straw doll technique onto Sukuna and can hurt him whenever she wants, wherever she wants. Yo, this is like crazy plan. The the one thing is the fact that they planned to sacrifice so many people. Like this is like winning chess, but purposely
But
trying
like
to hit a
having two pieces left.
yeah,
Having
purposely
two
trying
pieces
to hit a
left.
checkmate with 2 pawns. Like like this is literally what this is, bro.
How many Gojo the main plan was to like at least hope and pray that Gojo wins. If
Yeah, that was
Gojo
the main
doesn't
plan.
win, now they have to just start like playing the longest game of chess in an anime fight ever.
Literally, like this
Like
arc is gonna be so freaking long, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
you think it's gonna be the size of a One Piece arc?
Nah. The pacing that they'll do, it's gonna be a 24 episodes for sure. Maybe 17, 18. I don't know. But man, oh man. So they planned that out. Itadori then hits a time delay punch on Sukuna while they simultaneously hit each other. But he hits a time delay double punch on Sukuna, which then freezes Sukuna and opens him up for a black flash to the chest right after a soul resonance. What are we looking at right here, bro? This is greatness. This is
This is
literally
the death
greatness
of
right
Sukuna.
here.
This is the death of Sukuna right here.
Bruh, and I've been waiting for this so long, man. Like, I know you remember when I was complaining how Sukuna was just knocking everybody off and it was getting boring.
Cycle.
Now it's hype. Now it's hype. I'm not hyped just because the good guys are winning, but I'm hyped because it kind of feels like a battle. Before it didn't feel like a battle. It just felt like a reverse jumping, like him,
Madara.
literally Madara pounding on all the shinobis. Like that's how bad it felt like. Now it kind of actually feels like a fight, a more
Winnable
fair
fight.
fight, where it could go either way, but it's in the favor of the good guys. Hey, that's all I just wanted a fair fight. That's all I ask. But since it's in the favor of them, sure, I take it.
Now, here's another question. Do you think so? I know we've all seen the JJK is ending in 5 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense now?
Yes, I've been said it made sense. Jay doesn't think it makes sense.
I was saying like logically, if it was said in 5 chapters, then like big things are about to happen. Because that's the only reason Gege would make such like a crazy statement.
Yeah, think about it. Noah Bar is getting explained in beginning of next chapter because I literally like you. Gege, the way Gege writes is so predictable. Not predictable. That's not the word, but I mean it.
No, this chapter was not predictable.
The not. That's not what I meant. I meant the formula. Like you know how every mangaka has like a formula to like their chapters. Like Oda, when he does a backstory chapter, you kind of feel like it's a certain way he structures it. So Gege, whenever he does like a chapter after like a big reveal, he structures the next chapter in a way where he does backstory, fight, maybe information reveal, and then like another cliffhanger. That's how he always does like stuff after like a big fight cliffhanger or whatever. So next story, of course, at the beginning, very beginning, we're gonna get maybe a little bit of back and forth between Sukuna and Itadori and Noabara helping out. Then it might cut. Then it's going to cut to, or we might straight off the bat get how Noabara is still alive.
I think
And
we're just
did
gonna
she
get off
not
the
get
back.
burnt?
That's how
Did she not get burnt? Because her skin looks unburnt.
he has been healing for 3 arcs. 3 entire arcs.
Bro, sure. Yeah, I was about to bring up Maki, and then I realized Maki has no curse technique. I mean,
Aki
yeah,
has
she has
no
no curse
RCT
energy.
type stuff.
Bad.
Nilvara has probably been like comatose healing in like that capsule pod that they put Goku in
Bruh,
for like literally since she got her eye taken.
bruh, at first I thought, I was thinking like Toji and Maki zero curse technique is like so crazy, so OP. But then when you look at the downsides of it, it's like it's not even worth it. To have
That is.
zero curse, to have zero RCT, bruh,
Heavenly restriction has its benefits.
that is not. It's not beneficial enough for an even fight. In an even fight, RCT can make or break it. To be honest,
Bro, heavenly restriction domains can't affect you unless they're like Sakunas or Kenjakus where they're an open domain. You cannot get affected by someone's domain. That's literally like your trump card. That's your trump
you're
card in
all right.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
You're trumping the trump card. But at the end of the day,
Bro, imagine
you
imagine
have
you
that
couldn't get
damage for
affected by a
life.
Bankai. Imagine you couldn't get affected by someone's Bankai. That's literally what it is.
All right, but look, when you take damage, you take damage for life, bruh. This is it's literally like if someone came in your house and shot you right now in your arm, you're gonna have that bullet wound for life. Just like somebody with zero RC, zero curse technique,
Oh, and
they're
I'm
gonna.
not completely sure about this, but they don't have RCT levels of regen, but don't they have like some form of regen?
No, Maki would
'Cause
have. Maki's whole right side of her body would have been regenerated if she did.
that's a body
And
wound.
and
I mean,
Toji
like,
and Toji would have also regenerated because he what's it called? I think half his body was like
no, I,
disintegrated.
I said not like
Nah, not
regeneration. That's like Minecraft. Like you eating food in Minecraft and saturation. That type of healing, not like fast healing like with RCT. Or is that just increased stamina that they
I don't
have?
know. From
That's
my
probably
point of view or my thinking, they're literally just like humans, but they're super strong, super fat, like very super strong, super fast, and that's really it. I don't know if I would trade my curse technique for that, but to each his own. And of course,
it's a heavy bargain.
characters that have it don't have a curse technique so far that we know. Never had a curse technique, so
Wasn't
I guess it makes sense
Mai's
for them.
guns? wasn't I had one, but she's a part of Maki now, I think.
Yeah, they fuse, but it's mine's not the same. I mean, it's not the same thing. But man, that was I think that was one of the. This might actually be one. We actually might have to consider JJK as one of the greats within 4 years of it airing, which is
You're
crazy
saying
to
that
think
like
about.
it already isn't. You're saying that like it already isn't.
I mean, it's a like of course. I mean, from season one, season two, like we could see like it was like a baby goat, but like you can't just call goat status off 2 seasons. I mean, like a lot of shows flop season two, a lot of shows flop season three, four,
I can name a
whatever.
bunch of shows that flop season 2.
Like a lot of shows flop whenever. But it's just all about bringing that audience back and keeping your show or story exciting and also interesting. Like I think JJK, we can't even put this in the like big three category for. I feel like it's more like a Hunter x Hunter when I think about it.
Like it's a top tier in its own regard.
And it's yeah, and it's like you can't group it with anything, like
You can't well,
like
you can group
Boruto.
Hunter x Hunter.
Like Boruto, I feel like I can group that with I feel like I can group Boruto with Black Clover and My Hero or whatever. But I feel like JJK is its own body of work. Like you can't group it.
That is a good that is a good point. But JJK is like one of the top mangas right now. Like, isn't it? I forgot what placement it has, but I know it's definitely somewhere in like top 5 or top 3 top
Yeah, it
mangas
definitely is.
sold.
But you can't stamp you can't it's not stamped until the story ends.
One Piece story and end, and that's big 3.
True. Actually true.
One
That
Piece
is
story
true.
is
That is
far
true.
from
That is
One
true.
Piece story is far from ending.
That is true. But yeah, I guess I can see that. 'Cause One Piece is a goat, and its story is far definitely far from ending.
Like,
Oda
there's no
Oda's been
reason.
lying lately.
There's no reason I should see Luffy standing with Naruto and Ichigo, and then 10 years pass, and I'm seeing him stand with freaking Gon and Asta and Itadori.
Man, man, oh man.
This is definitely like top tier chapter, top 5 of the like the top 3 of the past like 30 chap. When did Gojo and Sukuna fight end?
I'm not sure. I think it was like something 40 in the 40s.
I think it was yeah, it was 238, I think.
Okay.
Top chapters have to be like when Yuta shows up to the fight, this chapter, and when Itadori either Itadori's awakening or when Itadori first uses his domain.
I really
Like those
like
have
the
to be top.
Higuruma chapter.
Higuruma was also good, but Higuruma is what started the cycle.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is what started that cycle of knocking people off.
Like it was Higuruma. What was it? It was Higuruma. I think then Maki. No, then it was Higuruma, Yuta, Maki, uh,
But you
Kusakabe.
but you gotta remember, what's the dude? What's his face? The dude
Who?
that got knocked off first because he was so arrogant, and Sukuna actually
Kashimo.
recognized him. Yeah, Kashimo.
Kashimo.
Kashimo did start it, but Kashimo actually 1v1 them, so it was kind of different.
Kashimo ran up to Sukuna. Kashimo's whole character has just been I want to fight Sukuna,
Yeah,
and he fought Sukuna, and
lost.
I guess he got his ending. Personally, I'd say that's not a good ending, but he wanted to fight. I don't even think he expected to win, honestly.
I think he did expect to win, but I think I think he was way in over his head.
significantly. He fought
Sukuna popped
he
that
fought
circle.
Hikari. He fought Hikari and was talking mad trash to Yuta, and then got literally decimated by Sukuna. So
Obliterated. Yeah, I mean JJK's future is definitely looking bright. Um, I can already see the ending, like being that group, I guess, coming back
what
in their,
group?
uh, the,
Oh,
yeah,
big main three.
yeah, the main three characters coming back and beating Sukuna, and I'd be happy with that ending. To be honest, that's a decent ending. Like it's a little predictable, but it's a decent ending if
It's
it ends like that.
it's cliche because
Yeah, it
like
is cliche.
that. I'm not gonna lie. Now that you say that, that is quite literally the ending of Naruto. Well, Kaguya fight. That's literally the end of the Kaguya fight. If
Yeah,
Kaguya was
but
like Madara
I
instead of
think
Kaguya,
the difference is the reason Kaguya was so trash is because
he was like out the blue, random.
not entirely random, but she was like, it's like
You-
when
The
you
way
hint on, like,
Madara,
they hint, yeah, Madara felt like the guy, and they
Madara
hinted
felt like an actual final
yeah,
boss.
and then they hinted at Kaguya, like they hinted at Kaguya before. I'll give them that. Like I'm not saying like, oh, it's bad writing. Kaguya just came out of nowhere, but I'm just saying,
Kaguya didn't come out of nowhere. Like they hinted at her during Five Kage Summit a bit and at multiple points during the war, I guess.
yeah,
But like Madara was that true. It felt like Madara was like that true boss. Like
yeah,
we literally had Madara. If Kage got built up in like 5 arcs, Madara was built up since like what
beginning. I mean, he
midway of
built the
part one,
leaf. He built the leaf.
midway of part one. Like Madara's been built up this whole series, and then
Madara
we first see him on screen killing people. Literally an entire army.
Madara literally had a hand in everything we've seen. But then they randomly gave it to Black Zetsu, like, oh, Black Zetsu playing that. So Madara, so how Madara playing everything, but Black Zetsu playing everything also. Like, come on, bro.
No.
So
It's
you just took away
Madara,
from Madara's gene. That's like saying, yo, Aizen playing it, but your
but then
Watt
your
told
watch was
I, yo,
actually.
your Watt told Aizen to do all this stuff. Like, come on, bro.
It just makes a long line of people who thought they were in control and weren't. Like
Yeah,
it's
like,
Zetsu, Madara, Obito, Nagato. Like
like
too long of a
I
line.
get Obito and Nagato, right? But then you it's just so many layers that they add, bro. And then Black Zetsu to like be in the Akatsuki as like a lackey, kind of like, I don't know. It just didn't make sense to me.
What I do like, and to get on to what what Sakuna does, Sakuna, unless like freaking Angel turns out to be the final boss, and we just get like everything we're saying is wrong. Sakuna we've had built up since what episode two, episode two, manga chapter like one. We've had Sakuna built up since the start of the series. We've had Gojo versus Sakuna built up the whole series, and we knew Sakuna was gonna be the final boss. The anime starts like what was it? Either end of episode 1 or episode 2 with Sakuna saying all the women and children, it's gonna be a feast. We knew since day one that this guy was a demon that needs to be dealt with immediately. And we finally get to see Itadori being the person to actually like be able to take him out after everything he's done to him.
And then it just comes full circle, like Itadori wanting to do his promise to his grandfather to like be a good person and help others out, and like trying
Yeah.
to get Megami out of the body, sacrificing his life for everybody, the sake of the whole world, to be honest. And I think though I want to see the awakening of what's it called?
What?
The awakening. What's the thing that's the merger? I do want to see the
Merger?
merger. though I want to see the merger, I also feel like the merger happening and them banding together to defeat the merger would also be cliche.
I
And I
feel like
think that's more cliche than the ending of the three beating Sakuna. So I
the
feel like
the
it,
main three,
yeah,
the main character guy, the side character guy, and the girl beating the main villain.
yeah.
I feel like if we're gonna see the merger, then Gege needs to make like a what is it, like a prequel series to
Mm.
JJK, and because we all we
No,
another
cause
thing,
what's it called? Kenjaku never did the merger. This is his closest attempt.
but more than just Kenjaku doing the merger, like I want to see more about Kenjaku. Like the series
True.
ending in 5 chapters. Now it honestly makes sense because we actually see it, an end is
I
actually
mean
in sight
four
now.
now.
Yeah, 4 chapters now.
If you think about
Series
it.
is ending in 4 chapters now, and Kenjaku is gone. So hopefully, like we get a prequel series because there's a lot of stuff about Kenjaku that like we know he planned out basically Itadori's life. He's technically the one that made him, and is the reason he has all the blood powers. But other than that, like we don't know what Kenjaku is really. We just know he's been swapping brains for centuries. And I'd love to learn about the High like the Gojo clan as a whole, the previous users of the Ten Shadow technique, like all that stuff will be pretty very cool to learn.
Yeah. I do.
How
Go ahead.
how they do it, honestly, like I said, it's probably gonna have to be a prequel series because
Yeah, for
unless
sure.
Gege finds a way in 8 chapters to explain the entire Heian era, if he does, him and the ALT writer need to have a competition for best writing. But otherwise, like we most likely just need a prequel because there's no way that we're getting all that stuff explained in 4 chapters. But what were you saying?
uh, I was just gonna say five. I don't know. For this to be 5 seasons, I feel like would it be 5 or 4? Right? It would be 4 seasons.
What? What do you mean?
Cause wait, what
Oh,
season of JJK came out this year?
two,
Two. So it would be
two.
four
Like
seasons.
last year.
Yeah, it
Why
would
you
be
say
four
four
seasons
seasons?
because you have to do pick up after everything was destroyed. The start of the Culling Games, and it'll probably end with Gojo being unsealed. Then you
I still
start
think there's I still think there's gonna be five
five. Like, how would they? I don't know. I guess we'll see.
because it's gonna be obviously the Culling Games is next arc,
Yeah.
but I think personally that the Culling Games is gonna be like a part one, part two type of thing. Which, if you count
I
that
don't
as
think
one
it had enough
season,
content for the part one, part two.
if you count part one, part two stuff as one season, then then 4 seasons. But I think five because Culling Games is a very long arc, and there's a lot of stuff that like they could stretch out and further explain.
True.
Like we could get a longer version of everything Megumi was doing, longer version of what Yuta was doing. Hikari versus Kashimo can probably be like its own little 3 episodes. And then Sakuna, all the stuff with Sakuna after he takes over Megumi's body, like I think they could do a part one, part two with the Sakunas with Culling Games. And then obviously the Shinjuku Showdown stuff is gonna be I think also Shinjuku Showdown is depending on how long they or how well they pace it, Shinjuku Showdown could also be a part one, part two thing. Though
Yeah.
it's most likely gonna be one season.
Yeah, 4 or 5. But what did I don't know. I don't like it being this short. I feel like realistically, he could have wrote it so it could go on for like 7, 8 maybe. But that might be pushing it.
Right. I don't know why y'all kept thinking that there was gonna be another arc after this. Y'all did that to yourselves.
Cause and it, I didn't. I was so hyped for the merger. Like the merger got me hyped. So I'm like, dang. And Sukuna's already like winning, so I'm like, dang, he might actually do the merger. It would make sense for the merger to happen and that be the next arc. But looking like he's gonna get destroyed in the next two chapters, and then we're gonna have two more chapters of wrap up, and then that's the end of the JJK. Sadly, it's something crazy to think about. It's a very good story.
It's been a crazy ride for this series.
Yeah.
And it's not even like that. Okay, it's 300 chapters, but that's the average, I think. For like a long term decent series, like Bleach is 300. Naruto's
No.
500, I think. Naruto's 500.
No, 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 no.
Hold
No, no, no. Naruto is 700 chapters.
on.
Naruto is
I
literally
keep thinking,
700 chapters.
anime wise. I keep thinking anime wise because it's 700 episodes, but like half of that's filler.
Yeah. Naruto's 700. And we all know how long One Piece is.
Well, it's more like Bleach then, where it's
Yeah.
a shorter series, but like top tier. You think
But
there
also,
might be like
go ahead.
mine's just a dumb. You think there's gonna be another like actual big three with like JJK being the Bleach?
Nah, I think JJK's. You gotta think about it. If you think about it realistically, Bleach was kind of snubbed. So Bleach was like, in terms of popularity within the big three, Bleach was on the lower end. JJK has too much popularity to be on the lower end. So JJK would probably be the Naruto, the thing that pushes the mainstream. And then the other two would be the One Piece, you know, something that's a little slept
Mhm.
on, maybe has a, large, but like, I don't know how to explain the One Piece fan base, but it's large, but it's not in America. Like you're not gonna see a One Piece fan walking around, but you might see a kid with a Naruto headband on. More than likely, like if we go back to like 2013, I'm gonna see if I walk around, I
That's
bet
like
I'll see a
prime
Naruto
Naruto
head.
though.
Yeah,
That's like prime Naruto.
but you gotta think about it. One Piece was also airing at that time. Like I think that was Alabasta or something like that.
2013 was not Alabasta. There's no plausible way.
Let me
There
see.
is no way 2013 was Alabasta.
Oh, 2013 was Punk Hazard.
Yeah, I'm about to say 2013 is post time skip. There's no way it's Alabasta.
Dang, what the heck?
What are you shocked about?
Wait, bro,
What are you shocked?
we've been in PTS for 10 years, bro. Yo,
What are you
yo,
what are you surprised about?
that's crazy, bro. PTS for 10 years. Yeah. Anyway, yeah,
10 plus years.
JJK is too popular to be the Bleach. Something like the Bleach has to be something more low key, more, I guess, niche. But it does give off the Bleach vibe, but it just can't be the Bleach just because of how popular it is. Like I'm pretty sure everybody, like even people that don't watch anime, at least know Gojo, or they've seen Gojo before, or they've seen Gojo's headband or whatever. Something like that. Like
Headband.
different symbols. His blindfold.
Oh. Yeah. No, yeah, they seen the main black blindfold he always wears.
Overall, give that chapter a 10 out of 10.
Definitely.
This is DJ2X, and we out.